Should be live. Just let me double check all my settings here. One, two, 1, 2. Okay. So this should be good to go. I'm going to post the links in a couple of places. Just bear with me for a minute. So hard for me to see. I'm sitting so far away. Oh, that's the wrong link that I tried to post anyway. Alright, so let's go to oh boy, what a pain. Okay, I think maybe if I do this, get to it from there. Okay, that's how I have to get to that. Ooh, bless me. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I want to give people a link to my dashboard. That would be stupid. Alright. Let me post it in the one group thing over here. Alright. Oh, God, my phone's blowing up. I wonder why my phone's blowing up. That's because I just put a message in the group. I'm an idiot. Okay. So I think we're all set up. So let me go and let's try to play. See if this works. In the meantime, I'll try to look it up on my phone to see what it looks like. See if it's sounding alright and everything else. I think it sounds a little deep to me. My voice sounds a little deep in it. I'm gonna wait, and I'm gonna see what it looks like for a minute. That's what I'm waiting for. I'm looking at the playback. I want to see what it looks like to make sure that that I'm not blocking anything too vital. Not too bad. I think I should make myself a little smaller. So let me just Alt-Tab out of this real quick. Let me make myself a little bit smaller. Okay, you don't need to see my messages, alright. So that looks pretty good to me. Alright, so let's play. What I was doing before is I was doing some bounty hunting, so I'm just gonna do that because it's a good way to make money. You also share this in the Discord. I guess that would be a good place to post it. And also, I know there's a gaming section as well. Post it there. Game streams. Okay, so I posted the links in a couple places. If anybody wants to watch this, they are more than welcome. Chat, always live chat. I can't tell, for some reason my phone doesn't say how many people, if any, are in the room. It's probably because there's nobody there right now. Audio sounding good. I'm checking it out. Much better than before. You guys can actually hear the game, unlike before where it sounded like complete garbage. Okay. So we're at the low resource extraction.
Cannot comply. Landing gear retracting. Frameshift drive charging. Ready to engage. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Entry there. I wasn't paying attention to my throttle, but that's alright. We got there just the same, didn't we? Ooh, only 74% on my hull. Not bad. Legion. Legion.
Scan detected.
Legion.
Scan detected.
Everybody's clean out here right now. Come on, there's no mischief makers. Everybody out here so far is clean. Wanted. There we go. I'm gonna scan him to get any additional bounties that he may have. The additional warrants. Extra cash. And good night.
Target shields offline.
back in the chat in a while. My phone's going dead, so I'm not going to leave it up. I don't feel like going after sidewinders. They're not worth it. Sometimes eagles can have pretty significant bounties, which surprises me. I don't know how anybody makes a living because they suck. Blame if they're running support.
Scan detected.
They're all smaller ships. I think I can take them, so.
Target destroyed.
After the sidewinders, probably. $5,000. That's usually I try not to bother sometimes with the little guys. Getting a lot of asps today, huh? have some dollars. I gotta take a break for a minute, everybody. Take a step outside. Nobody's gonna bug me because I don't have any warrants and I haven't done anything wrong, so let me head out this way where nobody's gonna bug anybody. Other in the meantime, as I'll put the news on.
Defending the SIM archive. The Utopia commune has launched a project to build a military installation in its home system to defend the SIM archive from potential Thargoid attack. Dr. Lee Constantinides, a spokesperson for Utopia, made this announcement. Following recent observations by the respected strategist Marquino Vantico, we accept that the SIM archive requires increased protection to prevent its knowledge from falling into the wrong hands. Our partner organization, Binary Justice Party, is therefore overseeing the construction of a new security installation. We beseech the galactic community to support this worthy endeavor. Independent pilots are requested to deliver construction materials to Bobgo City in the Nari system. To protect traders, Binary Justice Party has also placed a kill order on all ships on its wanted list operating in the system. The campaign begins on the 3rd of May 3304 and will run for 1 week. If the final target is met earlier than planned, the campaign will end immediately. Vadimo Patrons of Law campaign concludes. The Vadimo Patrons of Law has announced that its campaign has received the unalloyed support of the galactic community. Hundreds of pilots supported the campaign by delivering commodities to Sikorsky Station, and by eliminating agitators in Vadimo, thereby protecting traders participating in the initiative. The delivered goods will be used to throw an elaborate party for the people of Vadimo. The Vadimo Patrons of Law has extended its gratitude to those who supported the campaign. Pilots who contributed to the initiative can now collect their rewards from Sikorsky Station, in the Vadimo system. Antal's pessimism triggers by
Scan detected.
Clash. Many key figures have contested Pranav Antal's suggestion that humanity could lose the conflict against the Thargoids. Federal Shadow President Felicia Winters commented, "It's surprising to hear such a dystopian prediction from the leader of Utopia. I know Antal's heart is in the right place when he talks about preparing for the far future, but our focus should be on the present. The Thargoid threat has prompted an unprecedented level of interpower cooperation, and this positive approach is what we must concentrate on." Admiral Aidan Tanner made a statement on behalf of Aegis. "Let me make this clear, our enemy may be powerful, but they are far from achieving victory. With our AX weaponry and new megaships, Aegis is leading an effective resistance against Thargoid forces." Further refutation came from Lee Yong-Rui, CEO of the Sirius Corporation. With all due respect to Antal, his peculiar vision of humanity surviving as a mass of digital ghosts cannot be taken seriously. It's not as if civilization is on the edge of collapse.
Don't you want to know what's
For most
going
of us,
on in
it
the
remains
galaxy?
business as usual. Our survival instincts and ingenuity will keep our societies functioning for a long time to come. Week in Review. Here are this week's major stories. Sim Guru Pranav Antal, leader of Utopia, has addressed the possibility that humanity may lose the conflict against the Thargoids. In a public statement, he suggested that the SIM archive, a digital repository of human memories, could be the key to humanity's survival, should the Thargoids overwhelm the human race. Meanwhile, the murder of Imperial Senator Nestor Cartesius has led to widespread public speculation. One commentator speculated that the killer was motivated by the discovery of Jean de Jameson's ship, and the logs that prove he was manipulated and sacrificed by the INRA. A member of the Imperial Internal Security Service confirmed that the organization was pursuing forensic leads from the crime scene. In other news, the Vadimo Patrons of Law have announced plans to host an elaborate soiree in the Vadimo system. A spokesperson for the organization said, "We've got aggressive aliens on the doorstep and no one seems entirely sure what to do about it. So we thought, why not throw a big party?" Finally, Angeli Imperial Enterprises has announced that its campaign to build a Bowman-class science vessel has been enthusiastically received by the galactic community. Scores of pilots supported the initiative by delivering commodities to Kenai Enterprise, and by eliminating agitators in Blido, Peru, thereby ensuring the safety of traders. And those are the main stories this week. Senator's death raises questions about INRA. The murder of Imperial Senator Nestor Cartesius has led to widespread public speculation, along with an increased interest in the activities of the Intergalactic Naval Reserve Arm. Dr. Oscar Kincaid, an Alliance historian, examined the backdrop to the case. The INRA has always been viewed with suspicion. Contemporaneous records suggest that it was involved in biochemical warfare against the Thargoids during their original incursion in the 3100s. There were even rumors of experimentation on live Thargoid subjects, but at the time many saw this as the only way to halt a superior hostile force. Why this shadowy operation from 1.5 centuries ago should now result in an Imperial Senator's death is a matter of conjecture. But there are many documented cases of retroactive retribution, where one family, or its followers, seeks atonement from another. History's course is often diverted by the flow of bloodlines. Horst Fernandez, chief editor of an independent media outlet, made more candid observations. It's clear that the killer was motivated by the recent discovery of Commander Jameson's ship, and the logs that prove he was manipulated and sacrificed by the INRA. If one of Cartesius's great-grandparents was responsible, of course that would make him a target. And although it's hard to condone murder, it's also difficult not to see this as an ethically grey area. The INRA's betrayal of Jameson is a monstrous injustice that cries out for redemption. Imperial news feeds featured an appeal from Senator Pal Vespasian. The loss of my friend and colleague in the Senate is a terrible tragedy. I ask that Nestor's family be given space to grieve. Captain Niam Sutonia, who is leading the IISS investigation, also released a brief statement. Assumptions regarding Senator Cartesius's death are unhelpful at this stage. We are currently pursuing forensic leads from the crime scene as well as undertaking background research. I will keep the public apprised of the facts. The biggest party of 3304,
That's a little
the
better.
Vadimo Patrons of Law, an imperial organization based in Vadimo,
My
has
mic seemed
announced
a little
plans
quiet,
to
so
host
I
an
turned that
elaborate
up a little
soiree
bit.
in the Vadimo system.
Let's shut her
A
up.
spokesperson for the organization elaborated.
Yeah, let's go back to the extraction site.
Scan detected.
dropship. Those are worth some more money.
Target shields online. Target shields offline.
You might hear my babies crying, so let me pause this real quick.
Scan detected.
Alright, well I wanted to test this to make sure it worked, and it definitely does work, so I had to call quits for the night because I got daddy duties there. Now I know how to stream it with the game audio. It sounds so much better. Just been back to the other stream that sounded like trash. That's why they were tests, you know? 36. Not bad, not bad. Alright, so now I'm up to $4 million. So now I have more than enough to cover my insurance payment, which is good. Alright, so thank you very much everybody for tuning in. If anybody tuned in or for watching, like, subscribe. I'll try to do more of these if I possibly can. Quit to the main menu for now, just in case I end up playing again later on. Maybe I'll live stream it. Thank you all so much and have a good night.